Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to another racing night from the Ultimate Racing League. We are with the Saturday night multi-class guys, and we are getting very close to the end of the season. This is the penultimate round. Now, unfortunately, there are quite a few drivers missing. It's a very small grid tonight, so we've had a bit of a change around. Race officials have handed me a note and told me that the races have changed slightly. So instead of the usual hours race, or I forgot what it was now, I do that many. Anyway, we've changed it. It's we're going to have two 20-minute races. Rules regarding tyres: you have to use softs and mediums, but you only have to use them for one race. So if you're using softs in race 1, you use mediums in race 2, and vice versa. So, and they are just 2 sprint races, no stops, or no stops scheduled, should I say. So if any of the guys do come in, then they've come in because they feel the need to. So, yeah, that's it, a bit of a change up. 2 20-minute races, softs and mediums to be used, 1 in each. And they are just sprint races. So just before we get cracking, I do want to say thank you to our sponsors. I know I do this every week, and it does mean a lot to us that they help us out, and that's W.GG, the energy drink for gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning, our 2 main sponsors for this season. And we do appreciate your help getting these races together, guys, so thank you very much. Now, where are we? Well, we're in Germany, and if you go to Germany, where else can you go to but the Nürburgring? We are on the Grand Prix circuit, the smaller one. It's 3.2 miles, just under 3.2 miles long, and there are 15 turns. So it's a pretty technical course, actually. 15 turns on such a short course is quite a lot. So we should be in for some fun and games. Now, I believe we've only got 4 of each class on track, so we shall see how that pans out. Now, I'm sorry if you can hear the paper rustling, because I am trying to find the here we go, the league table. I know I've written it down somewhere. So as I say, this is the penultimate round, 1 left after this one. I'm not sure where we are next week, so it's going to be a nice surprise for everybody, but I thought I'd run down the league table anyway, so we know what we're going into. So with the GR3, or the Group 3 guys, we've got Grasshopper leading the way on 258 points. We've got Unforgiven in second on 201 points. Derview is in third on 197 points. Smoky Tom is fourth on, I think it's 146 points. Can't read my own writing. Phaser is fifth on 118. Hellraiser is in sixth on 51. Biggest GT88 is in seventh on 49. More Cherry, or Cherry Bomb, is on 25. He's in 8th place. Excuse me. And that's it for the Group 3 guys. For the Group 4, the Big Mac is leading the way on 220 points. Pete in second on 197. Molepiece, he's in third with 168. Stealth, he's in fourth with 138. Nath he's got 129 points and he's sitting in 5th. Brian Moncani is in 6th on 69. Idle Gaming in 7th on 42. Schumacher is in 8th on 35 points, and Johan has got 30 points down in 9th. Now, the reason some of those guys, the likes of Brian, Schumacher, Johan, are lower down is they've not taken part in all of the races. So obviously you miss 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, your points drop. So it's unfortunate, but these things happen. Life gets in the way. We have other things to do besides race around these tracks. Yeah, unfortunate. But there we go. So there are the leagues. That's the standings. We've got the track. We've got the guys on there. So let's have a rundown, shall we, of track positions. So on pole position, we've got Unforgiven. Brian Moncani is second. Phaser is third. And Nightbreed is in 4th. That is the lineup for the GR3 guys. For the GR4s, we've got P White 666 in 5th. We've got Hoggy in 6th. Now, I'm not sure I've seen Hoggy, unless he's changed his name, but and that looks like a VW, is it the Sirocco or something like that? So good to have Hoggy on the track with us. Stealth in 7th and the Big Mac in 8th, the current league leader of this championship, in the GR4s sitting at the back, so he's got to fight his way through. So we'll go back up to the top, we'll get the right camera, and we'll get these guys underway for the first of the 20-minute races. It is a rolling start, as per usual with most of the URL races. We just find it slightly better, less chaos going into the first corner when it's a rolling start. So down they go towards turn 1, Unforgiven just leading everybody there. Phaser just gets the drop on Brian Moncani in 2nd. Although Brian, I'm sure, is going to come back, but great move from Phaser. I think he just caught Brian out completely then. So Phaser moves up into 2nd in the AMG. Brian Moncani is in 3rd. He's coming under attack already from Nightbreed in the Porsche. Fantastic delivery on that Porsche of Nightbreed's. The Twiglets always makes me hungry whenever I watch him go around the track. So Nightbreed in 4th. Then we've got P White leading the GR3s in the other Porsche. Is it the Porsche Cayman? Hoggy in 6th, Stealth in 7th, and the Big Mac in 8th. So no real change at the minute. The Big Mac does seem to be just dropping off the pace a little bit. It just needs to get back up to the back of Stealth. It looks like Stealth got himself a little bit out of sorts there. Now this track, a very technical track. Lots of turns. It's only a short track, but there are a lot of turns, a lot of twists in this one. As we see, Unforgiven go around Warnstein Curve, turn 11, heading up towards turn 12. More kink in the road, still foot down, and then it is up towards the NGK chicane. Turns 13 and 14. Goes Unforgiven, he's got through there okay. Looks like Hoggy might be making a move on P White. He's certainly getting under the rear wing of White's Porsche, isn't he? As they go through the chicane and then into the Coca-Cola curve, which is turn 15, and then back onto the start-finish straight. 620 metre run down towards turn 1 from the exit of turn 15. And we see P White in 5th, Hoggy 6th, Stealth in 7th, so all trying to pick the slipstream up of each other. And the Big Mac in 8th. He does seem to be dropping off the pace, doesn't he? I'm not sure why. He's on the soft tyres, unless he is trying to save a bit of fuel, and I don't know. There is no pit stop, so there should be plenty of fuel in the tank. So I'm not quite sure what it is with Big Mac. He's obviously got a plan up his sleeve. He's leading the championship, so he knows what he's doing. We'll have a look at the tyres on the other cars as we go through. So Unforgiven, he's now starting to pull away from Phaser. Unforgiven on the softs. Phaser also on the softs in the AMG 20. Doing a good job in 2nd so far, is Phaser. Brian Moncani also on the softs in the BMW. He's in the Endurance as well. Apparently you can tell the difference between the Sprint and the Endurance models. The Endurance has got the fog lamps. Didn't know that till somebody told me, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same car. I'm sure if there's anybody else listening, you could drop me a comment and tell me that I'm completely wrong, and there is a different way of telling them apart, but that's what I've been told. So Brian Moncani getting right up underneath Phaser. He is definitely putting Phaser under a lot of pressure. Phaser coping with it quite well so far. Let's go on board with Brian Moncani as we go through the chicane for the 2nd time up towards Coca-Cola curve. Trying to keep it nice and tight so you can get the accelerator pressed as soon as you get on the exit of that turn, and then it is down the straight. And it is a bit of a drag race really from Phaser and Brian. seem pretty equally matched as the BMW and the Merc, although I think the Merc might just have a little bit more grunt than the BM. But Brian managing to get onto the back of Fazer through these turns as we're going around the Mercedes arena, through 3 and then 4, and then it's a good run down towards 5. So through turn 5 and then into Ford Curve, which is turn 6, just coming up now. Trying to keep a nice tight line. You can drift out there a little bit, but you don't go too far, otherwise you end up on that kitty litter. And then it is a race down towards Dunlop Curve, this big hairpin bend. It just seems to go on and on and on. But out of there successfully. So Brian unable to get onto the back of Fazer at the minute. We'll just drop down Nightbreed. He seems to have definitely dropped off the pace, doesn't he, Nightbreed? I'm not sure if he's had a bit of a moment, but he's definitely dropped off the back of the front 3. We've got P White leading the GR4 charge at the minute in 5th. Hoggy, Hoggy's picked up a 1 second penalty. Now he was getting a lot closer to P White. Can Stealth though, as Hoggy starts to, you can see the penalty bar starting to fill up above Hoggy's car. Now Stealth would have seen that, so that will encourage him to try and get a little bit closer to Hoggy. Let's have a look. The penalty being served about just before they get to turn 12, so has Stealth got the momentum to get through, and he has just does it. So Stealth moves up into 6th. Hoggy drops to 7th, having served that penalty as they go up the hill towards the chicane. And then Big Mac is just going through the chicane now. The Big Mac doing a 2:10 was his second lap, and Hoggy a 2:8, Stealth a 2:8. So the Big Mac for some reason is off the pace, so he's obviously got a problem. Unforgiven though, out in front, obviously putting quicker lap times in because they are he's in the GR3s, as is Brian Moncani, Fazer and Nightbreed, so you would expect their lap times to be a bit quicker. But Unforgiven having it all his own way at the minute, isn't he? You can just see Brian Moncani in the background there as he goes around the hairpin. Unforgiven already up excuse me, towards turn 10, and round he goes, and then into Warstein Curve, and then he starts up the hill then towards turn 12 and the chicane for the 4th time. Brian Moncani in 2nd. Everybody's starting to spread out now very early on in this race. Oh, Brian got by Fazer. Fazer was in 2nd, so Brian's moved up into 2nd, so we missed that. Apologies for that. But Brian got by his countryman and put Fazer down into 3rd. Nightbreed in 4th. Trying to gauge the distance between Nightbreed and Fazer. Oh, well, Nightbreed, he can see the back of Fazer's car, so he's not that far away. He is on the medium tyres though, is Nightbreed. So with the other 3, yeah they are, the other 3 GR3 cars on the soft tyres, Nightbreed should have the advantage in race 2, so maybe that's all part of his plan. P White still leading the GR4 charge in 5th. He's on the medium tyres as well, so doing a great job. Is P White. Stealth on the softs in 6th. Then we've got Hoggy and the Big Mac also on the softs. So what we've got P White and Nightbreed. Both got, oh, and Nightbreed took a spill. We just caught that, didn't we? So let's just have a look and see what's happened to him as we go around turn 3 and 4. So we've gone round 3, we're into turn 4. Oh, and it's just the back end has just carried on coming round for him, and once you're on that grass, oh, of course the game has to spin you the wrong way round, doesn't it? That is so annoying. You have to be so careful on the grass, because when you're trying to get off it, it just loves to spin you around so you face the wrong way. So that's unfortunate for Nightbreed, but that has pretty much ruined his race in this opening session here at the Nürburgring on this Grand Prix circuit. That is so unlucky for him. But as I was saying, he is on the medium tyres and will have the advantage in race 2, as will P. White. But P. White at the minute is leading the charge in the Group 4s and doing a great job. Stealth in 6. Let's jump on board with Stealth in the McLaren, and we can have a look behind, and we can see we've got Hoggy chasing us down as Stealth is concentrating on the back of P. White and trying to get onto the back of him. Hoggy getting closer and closer, so he's definitely in the slipstream, isn't he, as they go around turn 10 up towards Warnstein Curve, turn 11, trying to keep it tight. Ooh, P. White just kicking up a little bit of dust. Hoggy is just sat there behind Stealth now, isn't he, just biding his time, maybe wait until they get onto the straight before making a move. But he is definitely right underneath that McLaren of Stealth as they go through the chicane. Hoggy just backs off a little bit, give himself and Stealth a little bit of room. Good driving there. Always P. White has picked up a half-second penalty. Now then, Stealth will see that obviously and give him a little bit of encouragement. He could be able to nick the lead away from P. White. Oh, as Hoggy's dropped well back, hasn't he, after that. He seemed to back off at the chicane, which seemed to be the right thing to do, but that's cost him quite a bit. So all that hard work he did, he's now got to do all over again, as we're following Stealth through turns 2 and 3. This is a very tight turn, this turn 3, because as soon as you've done that, you're immediately swinging to the right for turn 4. You can drift out to the left, as Stealth did, and then it's foot down. You have to be a little bit careful through turn 5. You don't want to drift out too far to the right, and then into turn 6, forward curve, and then it's foot down towards Dunlop curve, the big hairpin, and Hoggy really has backed off, so that's given Stealth a little bit of breathing space, so he can concentrate now on trying to take that lead position away from P. White. So we'll just stick with these just for the second, because P. White's going to have to serve that penalty shortly. He's going through turn 8 and 9, which is Michael Schumacher S's, up the hill through turn 10, 11, and then as he gets to turn 12, that is where the penalty zone is. So if Stealth can stay close to P. White, as P. White is now just about to serve that penalty, there, brakes are slammed on. Now Stealth will definitely get closer. Has he got the momentum to keep it going and get by? And he has. Stealth has managed to jump in front of P. White after P. White serving that half-second penalty. So we have a new leader of the GR4 race, and that is Stealth in the McLaren. He's just got to stay there now as P. White has to slot in behind in 6. So he's going to try and get in the slipstream. Hoggy now started to make his way back. He was right underneath Stealth's wing, wasn't he? But backed off for some reason and lost all momentum. I think this is where the racing's going to be. Big Mac, well, as I say, I'm not sure if he's having a problem or something, I don't know, but he's dropping further back, I think. Unforgiven, our overall race leader, he's got this race pretty much how he wants it. He's out in front, and he's not being challenged. He's just having a bit of a drive around the Nürburgring, just enjoying the view, really. Brian Moncani in second, again unchallenged. not close enough to Unforgiven to have a battle with him. So Brian Moncani again, he's just going to trot around the track. We can see the gap if you look back behind Brian's car. Fazer only just coming out of the chicane and heading up towards turn 15, which is the Coca-Cola curve. So Fazer in third, so it looks like that's going to be the podium lineup for the GR3s. Nightbreed, after his spill, is a long way off the back of the front three, so he'll just be counting the clock down, get this race over with, and start again for race 2 when he can get them soft tyres on, and we can have a look and see what he can do. You can see a few battle scars on the front end of that Porsche, so the mechanics will be working on that during the interval. So back down to the GR4 boys. This is where the racing really is taking place, and Stealth is out in front in 5th position. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Out in front in 5th, but he is out in front in the GR4 race and trying to desperately pull away from P. White, but P. White hanging in there, and Hoggy as well has now caught back up to the back of P. White. We can just see the Big Mac coming around Coca-Cola curve in the background as Hoggy gets right up underneath P. White and starts to put the pressure on now. So let's see if P. White can cope with this. Is P. White actually concentrating on getting that place back from Stealth, or has he got his eyes in the mirror at Hoggy coming up behind? I think the Scirocco is a fantastic little car. I love driving that. Was the car of choice a few seasons ago. Oh, as Hoggy gets himself all out of sorts there and manages to hold on to it and keep it on the tarmac somehow. Very skillful bit of driving from Hoggy. That could have ended up in disaster. He could have ended up facing the wrong way. But back up to P. White now. P. White really is concentrating on Stealth. I don't think he's worrying about Hoggy behind. He's got his sights set firmly on Stealth in front and that McLaren. We are just over 16 minutes in this 20-minute race, so it's going to have about 3.5 minutes, which is going to be the finish of this lap, and maybe one more if he wants to do something about taking the lead back in this race. And I just don't think he's going to get close enough to Stealth. So if Stealth keeps it nice and clean, he's only going to have one more lap, I think. Oh, as P. White gets himself on the grass, I think he's starting to really push hard now. Hoggy just, well, he seems to catch right up and then just back off a little bit. So let's just jump out of there and go back up to the top, and then we will have a run down as we go. Well, we're about 70, just approaching 17.5 minutes into this race, as Unforgiven has completely dominated it. He's been under no pressure whatsoever. Brian Moncani got himself into second and has been trying to chase Unforgiven down, but he just can't get there. Obviously both cars, both the BMWs, evenly matched. Both got the same power unit under there, so no advantage in the car's power. Obviously we are missing a few. Grasshopper's not there, Derg's not there. So a chance for these guys to really get some points on the board. Fazer in third in the familiar bright yellow AMG. Nightbreed in fourth, still kicking up the dirt. Maybe just using this as a little bit of a practice race. Picking his lines, picking his braking points, etc. Ready for race 2. Stealth in fifth still. P. White and Hoggy trying to chase him down, with Big Mac down in 8th. So we have a minute and a half left as Unforgiven goes around Dunlop curve for the 10th time. Up the hill through turns 8 and 9, the Schumacher S's. Into turn 10, this left-hander, which then leads you on to Warnstein curve. Nice right-hander, and then you start down the hill through turn 12, past the penalty zone, and then you start back up the hill again towards the chicane. And I'm just keeping an eye on the time now. I think Unforgiven will get another lap. He is just coming around turn 15 now, onto the start-finish straight. And we've got 30 seconds left, so Unforgiven will definitely get another lap in. Brian Moncani will get another lap in. So the front two have got to go round again. Fazer has just gone around turn 12 up towards the chicane, so I think this could be the last lap for Fazer as he goes through the chicane up towards turn 15. Let's just keep an eye on Fazer. He's only got 4 seconds, so yeah, Fazer will definitely finish this race first in third position. That's if they're telling me it's right, that it's a 20-minute race. Yes, it is. So Fazer comes across the line to take third. Some decent points on the board for him. Nightbreed, not been a great opener for him, but he's just got to get this race over with. Go and have a cup of tea and a sandwich and have a bit of a think about it, and then come back fighting, ready for race 2 when he can get like them soft tyres on. Maybe the Porsche just doesn't like medium tyres. The Nightbreed comes across the line in 4th. Then we've got the battle for... Oh, and Hoggy has got by P. White. Now, when did that happen? Let's just see if we can... It was a way back, so we will have a look at it. We will have a look at it. Oh, and it's P. White getting all over the place as he goes through turn 2. And that allowed Hoggy to get up, so that's where that was, and he's picked up a penalty as well. So we'll go back up to where we were. So it is Stealth in 5th as they go up the hill towards the chicane. Hoggy is all over Stealth. He's trying to put the pressure on. Stealth is not having any of that. He's not letting Hoggy through, is he? As Stealth goes through the chicane up towards the Coca-Cola curve for the last time for these guys. It is Hoggy and Stealth having a race to the line. Who has got the best exit? Now Hoggy, it looked like he got a great exit, but he's going to have to settle for that. So Stealth is in 5th, Hoggy is 6th, and P. White in 7th. What a great battle those guys had. But we see our overall winner, Unforgiven, crosses the line in 1st with Brian Moncani. A flash of the lights to celebrate in 2nd. And then Big Mac is going to cross the line in 8th. So that was race 1. I hope you can join me for race 2 coming up very shortly.